I'm gonna talk about this because I just watched someone else talk about it. What do you do when you're feeling stuck? Today I felt stuck. And I talked about it. I even talked about it in me just saying like I don't know what today is gonna hold. These are the stuff I want to get done. I got some things I exceeded what I wanted to get done from it. Some of them I didn't even do it at all, and some of them I just did very minimal, right? But the one thing that helped me understand what direction I need to take was, even though I was distracted at times or I didn't know where I was going or I felt stuck, was taking a step back and saying, okay, I did all of this already. Great. What can I do to make this better? How can I elevate this? And I feel like a lot of the times everyone always has opinions on what needs to be better. That's something that's not theirs and not their own. But when it comes to themselves, they don't know how to critique that. Even though we are our own worst slash best critique, right? Depending on how you talk to yourself and how you look at it with yourself. And I think there is a time where you generally need to take a step back, like look at all the great work we did. This was amazing. Now, what would I do if this was someone else's to tell them that this needs to be better? Even though it's going to be very hard because you already know what you're doing, but sometimes you might even need to take a break for a day to reset your brain, reset everything. Because, like, the best way I can explain it is when you get into a heated conversation or argument with somebody, usually the best advice is to sleep on it, right? People say sleep on it, talk about it tomorrow because you're a lot calmer. And that is very good advice because sometimes it's not a heated argument, but is a your brain is like almost like a computer where you're overly using it and it's like it's heating up. It doesn't know what to focus on, what to look at, and it needs to be powered off. It needs to take a step back. It needs to look at it from a bird's eye view and then, okay, I'm calmer now, I'm more relaxed, my brain is cooler. What now? Let's process what we can do. And it's exactly like a computer. It's too hot. You need to cool it down. Once it cools down, it can process everything a lot smoother. Which is funny how we call ourselves we're not computers, but we are almost designed and programmed to be computers. Uh, um, all glory to God, of course, but that is just one thing I wanted to explain to you because sometimes we get in our heads too much and we overthink, and then it makes us overthink too much, then we don't do what we want to do. And I see that a lot within myself because you overthink and you think it's not going to work. So, like, you think of everything else that you should be doing or everything else that you're not doing. Or I wouldn't even say that, to be honest. It's everything that doesn't matter for you to do, and you should focus on the main thing. A very good quote is uh, 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 by Chris Williams from the Modern Wisdom podcast. He says the the magic of what you're looking for is in the work that you're not doing. So when you're really heated up and or you took a step back and you're not doing the thing that you should probably be doing, after you're like, how can I make this better? Like if your brand is doing well and all it is just shipping and processing customer service, okay, then you focus on that. But if that's out the way and you did all that and then you're like worried about the millimeter inch of a box, when in all hindsight, like, that doesn't really matter and it's like not something you really need to focus on now, and you're focused on that and pushing the main thing aside, that's when you also need to take an even bigger step back to really assess yourself and really put your creativeness as a logical or creative or whatever this type of thinker that you are, and immerse yourself. So that's what I'll leave you with today.